The camera fades in from black. A slow heartbeat echoes in the background. Boom, boom, boom. A voice rises, calm, deep, and filled with anticipation. What if you could go back? Not just to watch history, but to feel it. To hear the roar, to taste the tension, to live every second of football's most unforgettable moments, all over again. The screen flickers. A stadium emerges, lights blazing, thousands of voices merging into one unstoppable wave of sound. This is not just football. This is history rewritten through emotion. And then, silence. A single whistle pierces through time. We begin in the heart of Mexico City. The year is 1970. The air is thick with expectation. The world is watching. Brazil stands on the edge of immortality, and there, standing in golden brilliance, is a man who would redefine the sport forever. Pelé. The ball moves, a pass, a turn, a moment of hesitation, and then perfection. The ball dances across the pitch like it knows its destiny. It reaches Carlos Alberto, who strikes it with a force so pure, it feels like time itself stops to admire it. Goal! The crowd erupts. Not just a goal, but a statement, a masterpiece, a moment that doesn't just win matches, it defines generations. This is football at its most beautiful. But beauty alone does not define greatness, because sometimes football is chaos. We jump forward, 1986, Argentina. A man, small in stature but infinite in spirit. Diego Maradona. The world would remember this match for two reasons. One, controversial. The other, divine. He picks up the ball in his own half. One defender, gone. Two defenders, gone. 3, 4, 5. The stadium rises, but not in noise, in disbelief. This isn't running. This is magic. This is rebellion against physics. This is one man versus destiny, and destiny is losing. He reaches the box, a final touch, a final strike. Goal! Commentary explodes. The goal of the century! And for a moment, the entire world agrees. Because this isn't just football, this is art. But football doesn't just belong to individuals. Sometimes, it belongs to moments so dramatic they feel scripted. 1999, UEFA Champions League Final. Two giants collide. Manchester United, Bayern Munich. 90 minutes nearly gone. Bayern leads. Fans are already celebrating. The trophy, almost in their hands. But football is never over. A corner. The ball swings in. Chaos. A touch. Goal! 1-1. The stadium trembles. Players scream. Time is almost gone. Another corner, another chance, another moment where history decides who it belongs to. The ball drops. A flick. Goal! 2-1. Manchester United have done the impossible, from defeat to victory in under 2 minutes. Sir Alex Ferguson watches, speechless, because sometimes even legends don't believe what they're seeing. This is why we watch football. And just when you think you've seen it all, football raises the stakes. 2005, Istanbul, the Champions League final, AC Milan versus Liverpool. At halftime, 3-0, game over. Or so it seemed. But inside that Liverpool dressing room, something changed. Not tactics, not formation, belief. Second half begins, a goal, 3-1, another, 3-2, and suddenly the impossible starts whispering. Then, a shot, a save, a rebound, goal! 3-3. The stadium erupts like a volcano. This isn't a comeback, this is resurrection. The match goes to penalties. Every kick, a heartbeat. Every save, a scream. And then, victory! Liverpool have done it, from the edge of humiliation to the peak of glory. This is the miracle of Istanbul. But the story doesn't end here, because football always finds new ways to shock the world. 2014, Brazil, the World Cup semi-final, Germany versus Brazil, the host nation, the giants, the dreamers. But what followed, no one could have imagined. Goal, 1-0, then another, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, in less than 30 minutes. The crowd falls silent. Fans cry, players stare into nothingness. This isn't just defeat, this is heartbreak on a global scale. And yet, it becomes one of the most unforgettable moments in football history. Because sometimes, football doesn't just lift you, it humbles you. And then, we arrive at one of the greatest nights ever. 2017, Barcelona versus PSG. First leg, 4-0 to PSG. Second leg, Barcelona needs a miracle. They start strong, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, hope returns, but then PSG scores, 3-1, and suddenly it feels over again. Time ticks away, minutes left. Barcelona needs 3 goals. Impossible. Or is it? A free kick. Goal. 4-1. Still not enough. Another goal. 5-1. The stadium is shaking. And then, the final moment. A cross, a run, a touch. Goal. 6-1. History rewritten. The greatest comeback the world had ever seen. Commentators scream, fans cry, players collapse, because they know they've just witnessed something that may never happen again. But football isn't just about teams. Sometimes it's about individuals who redefine greatness. A Portuguese boy with a dream. Cristiano Ronaldo. A magician from Argentina, Lionel Messi. 2 names, 2 legacies, countless moments, free kicks that defy angles, goals that break records, performances that silence critics. They don't just play football, they elevate it. And through their rivalry, they give us moments that will live forever. And yet, even now, the story isn't finished, because somewhere, right now, a child is kicking a ball, dreaming, imagining, believing that one day they too will create a moment, a goal, a miracle, a memory that the world will never forget. The screen fades, the crowd noise softens, the heartbeat returns. Boom, boom, boom. This is football, not just a game, but a collection of moments that define who we are. And the most epic moments? They're not just in the past, they're waiting to happen again. Fade to black.